How to have a good marriage. This is a question that I asked myself when I was a younger man and when I was married with my previous partner or wife. I did not know how to have a good marriage. I had certain expectation, certain ideas and beliefs. I wanted to have a marriage based on the stories that I created for myself before I was married, and the same time when I was creating those stories, I created a certain image in my head. And when I got married, I constantly compare my stories with the situation that I was in. And since they did not match, I became discouraged and eventually fell out of love. I made many mistakes. I got married when I was young and immature. I did not know exactly what I'm getting myself into. And I based everything on emotions and ideas, and I wanted her to change to become something that I like her to be, and she did exactly the same mistakes that I made. She wanted me to be the way that she wished me to be like. And we struggle because we did not know exactly what we wanted. We were happy to have a relationship. We enjoyed camping. We enjoy hiking together. And it seems that it was not enough. There's something missing. It was as if we were just playing a game, not knowing that this game eventually had to come to end. Now I am older with more experience. I can only tell you from where I stand and what marriage means to me. I am not expert in this field, and the only way I can explain what my marriage is like is to tell you what I am doing. In my existing marriage, I did not want to repeat the same mistakes that I did previously. I wanted to be respectful to my wife, to my partner, or to the person that I call my soulmate. I wish that I remain the same as long as possible. Just let me start from when we got married. It was 24 years ago that Audrey and I decided to have a life together. From the first day, I decided that I will respect her. I will never say something that is hurtful. I will never insult her or swear at her. I will always tell her the truth. I will never stay angry with her. I will always love her unconditionally. I will never compare her with years before. I will always see her for the first time today. Audrey and I, we have a relationship that is amazing. I can only speak from the feeling that I have. Hopefully Audrey would have a chance to explain her feelings as well. But since I am answering the question, I can only talk to you about how I feel. Now, when I speak with Audrey, I speak to her the way I want her to speak to me. I will never say anything that is hurtful. I have done this my previous marriage, and I know that I was wrong, and it hurt my ex-wife. And I did promise that I will never repeat the same mistake. Audrey and I we disagreed, but we do not fight. The relationship that we have with each other is always based on today's. We love each other today. We see each other for the first time every day, as if we have never met before. And we fall in love with each other every day, just for today. Because we can never know that there will be tomorrow, and we know definitely that there is no tomorrow. And I will never want to compare her with the way she was yesterday, because there is no yesterday. I love her unconditionally. When I say unconditionally, means I do not want her to do anything for me. I do not love her because she is doing something for me, or she is pleasing me, or she is taking care of me. I love her regardless of any of this activity that she does for me anyway. But if I come and love her for certain activity that she does for me, I love her for those activities, not for me. Not for her, sorry. Every morning that I wake up is a new day. And this new day starts with her. And I make sure that I love her more than a second ago or yesterday. Mind needs time, And when we speak, we have to reference to time, because this is the way we communicate. We do everything together. We go for a long drive, and we may not speak the whole time, but we enjoy this activity together. Now, if she likes certain activities that I am not very interested in doing, I will let her know. And I will tell her, I do not enjoy these activities. And if I am forced to sit with you, I'm going to resent it. And that resentment would hurt me. And I would ask that I will be better off to do something that I like myself. And she does exactly the same thing. If I'm interested to do certain things, I would never force her to come and participate in that activity. However, we go for a long walk. Walking is something that we love to do together. We go for a drive. Something that we do all the time and tell each other every single day is, I love you. And saying this word never gets old, because every time that I say I love you, it seems that I have never said that before, and that is for first time. It is like when you tell your first girlfriend or your boyfriend, I love you. That sensation, that beauty, that innocence always remain in your memory. That is what I exactly do every time I tell her that I love you. It's always brand new. I have always said that for Audrey and I, 24 years of marriage feels like 1 week. It's brand new, it's fresh, it's always fresh, it's always new, it's always exciting. Because we do not have any point of reference that 24 years ago, we do not even know the date. We have to remember, we have to go and look when we got married. We do not celebrate our anniversary. We celebrate every single day. Every single day is our anniversary. It's a first day and it's a last day. And we repeat this first and last day every single day. Now, if you're doing that, is there any reason for you to celebrate one date in a year, but be miserable the rest of the year? I never paid attention to that piece of paper that we signed as a contract, as a marriage contract, because I signed that piece of paper 24 years ago on a certain date. My understanding of marriage that day is totally different from the understanding that I have of marriage today. I renew this contract every single day. What is a good marriage? I don't know. There is not such a thing as a good marriage or bad marriage. It is the relationship that you have with your partner. It is the choices that you make with your partner. You have a choice to be truthful, to be respectful, to be loving, to be the best that you can be for him or her today. Relationships are, to have a good relationship, you have to do it daily. And if you constantly work on yourself and try to do better than you did in the past, then you have a good relationship. Love is a movement of energy. It's like this river behind me. You can never repeat it. It's always moving. And every time that love comes, it washes away all the past memories, all the angers, all the frustration, everything that you think was a problem, it will be washed away with love. Allowing love to flow in your life. And allowing love to dictate what your relationship with a person that you have should be like, then you will never have a problem with your marriage. When a marriage falls apart, the flow of energy, which is this love, stops. Every time that you compare her with someone else, every time that you disrespect her or him, every time that you belittle her or him, you create a blockage, and love can never flow. You are the one that make that decision. You are the one that determine the type of marriage that you have. It is the choices that you make that changes the way your marriage is. There are thousands of books written about this subject. But you are the only book that you need to read. It is your behavior, it is your understanding of you that changes the way you spend time with your partner. It is how you treat your partner. If you do not love yourself, if you do not understand yourself, if you are constantly in the battle with yourself, then you will have a very hard time to have a good marriage. Because you will bring the same idea, the same mentality, the same feeling in your marriage, and the end result will be exactly how you feel about yourself. I will never disrespect myself. I will never belittle myself. I will never insult myself. I love myself unconditionally. I do not know the meaning of hatred. Every action that I take in my life, I repeat the same thing with Audrey. I cannot treat her any differently from the way I treat myself. You have to make that decision. It is your choice how to have a good marriage. If you feel that your marriage is not good enough, you have to look deep within yourself. And then decide to change or to stop living together. I had to make that decision with my first marriage. I did not know exactly what marriage meant. And your life changes based on your choices, your decisions. And every decision that you make, you have to pay for the consequences of your decisions. Love your partner unconditionally. Never compare her with someone else. Never compare him with someone else. Never disrespect him or her. Never insult each other. Tell each other that you love her or him. Participate in the activities which you both love. Give each other space. Don't crowd each other. Never go to bed angry. Make love as if it is your first time ever. And every time that you make love, it is a first time. Do not compare it with your past relationship or a week or a year or 2 years ago. You are making love now and for the first time. You are making love to please your partner, not for you to be pleased. That is extremely important. You are making love to please him or her, not you. And if you are doing, she would or he would do exactly the same thing to you. Therefore, you both are going to enjoy the relationship or the pleasure. Be truthful. Never lie to each other. And make decisions about everything in your life together. And again, love each other unconditionally. Thank you.